Over the whole game, I think we, it was tight, but I think it was a fantastic goal. I mean, if you're ever going to win a game, then win it with a goal after that many passes and that kind of calm finish. But yeah, I mean, a lot of noise was made before the game. Tricky start for them, but they're still a good side. There's still some really good players. So I didn't think we started very well. Actually, I thought they did. Got us on the back foot, but then we slowly but surely got back into the game in the first half, and then the second half is more of a tactical affair to see the game through. So I was really pleased overall.
It's great, Sean, sort of how you're evolving, really, isn't it, that goal, as you say?
Well, we're trying to. I mean, there's no Barcelona statements, I can assure you. But no, I mean, I've spoken recently about the flexibility. We want to add the flexibility. Some of it comes with personnel, of course, and player signings, and how the team can operate in different manners. I've equally spoken recently deliberately where we do get the ball forward, and I'm not bothered about what people think about that, because my job is to help the team win. And then I've spoken about the flexibility to play. And I thought, first half we attempted to do that with some really good pockets and a fine goal. Second half, they had the upper hand, and then you've got to defend, and you've got to do all the ugly stuff, and you've got to do it well. And I think that's what makes a good side. And we're not brilliant, but we're learning and we're improving. And as long as we keep adding to what we are, then I think it bodes well. Well, I think certainly the wins make a difference. Wins in the Premier League are massive. Points are, but definitely wins. And away from home, to have the start we've had, I don't think anyone could see that. Really tough games on paper and when you actually play them. But no, there's been a nice. I think the players are shifting mentally, and I think that's a really big thing. I said to him after the game, it's amazing how tiny that amount is, but when you have it, just that little bit more assuredness to come into these grounds, play, deal with what it is, deal with the noise around the game, and just focus on what you've got to do. And I think, we're still improving at that, but I think there is signs that we are improving.
Sean, when fixtures comes out and you see that list of Stamford Bridge, Wembley, Anfield, Goodison, is that in a way help focus even more? Because it's just like.
I think it's a double-edged sword. I really do. I think you can look at it with a bit of trepidation because they are really strong, teams and clubs. But equally, you can look at it with a bit of freedom because you go, well, what really were you all expecting? And not that much. That doesn't mean we weren't, by the way. But from the outside looking in, but you've still got to perform whichever way you look at it. The whistle blows and you've got to get on with it. So I've been really pleased with the build-up, the preparation, and the performance. The players deserve a massive amount of credit for me. We have to do our job as coaches, managers, but the players go out there and deliver it. And I'm so impressed with the way they're delivering things at the moment. And whether it be, for me, a goal with all them passes, well, clearing your lines, doing the defensive duties, staying to your shape, they're just as important for me, and that's what I look at. It's not just the good stuff, it's all the ugly stuff that you have to do to win a game.
Were you ever really fearful during the game that you felt you were going to concede, or did you think you were always...
Well, we were in good shape for a lot of the second half, because it was second half when they had their main periods. They had a good chance first half, and they had a bit of a soft finish to Popey down to his left. Popey didn't have that much to do second half, so there was a good shape to the side. But at this level, we've all seen it, where nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden, a moment, a flash of brilliance, or a great cross, or a great set piece, and the game can change, So you're always got to be aware. But generally, I thought the players delivered a whole performance, and for every minute of it, and delivered it well.
Sean, did you get a bit of a lift when you seen Rooney wasn't in the team?
No, I said before the game, you can only pick 11. They'll have their reasons why he wasn't playing. It's nothing to do with me. It's more important that I focus on what we're doing.
Sympathy for Ronald Koeman at the moment, because it's an unforgiving league, isn't it? And he's the man sort of getting the flack at the moment.
Yeah, well, I think there's no easy games, and I think. I think Pep was the biggest one last year to speak about that. Now, of course, they're flying at the minute, as we all probably thought they would do over time. But he spoke last year and he said it's not like other divisions that he's worked in. The teams just say, right, we're having a go, end of story sort of thing. And I think there is that. And I think I personally think that's a big thing about English football at large, particularly the Premier League, the Championship, all of the divisions. I think that's a fantastic thing. Everyone going. We have a go every game, make no mistake. Last season, people talking about away record. You saw some of it. You saw all of them, Chris. It wasn't like we weren't having a go to try and win, by the way, not to just try and hope that we got something. I love that about English football.
I think Ronald's a high-quality manager, though.
Oh, absolutely, and very, very good manager, very, very good club, and some very good players. But we all have tough times. Players have tough times as well, little ups and downs, and sometimes you have collective downtime within a team. it's breaking that, but it can break very quickly. You know, it goes away very quickly. They turn up and have a really good performance and win today, it all looks different. Everyone, you know, the whole feeling is different. That's how it's amazing in the Premier League particularly, how one game can change the whole perception. It's like paradigm shift on every game, you know, which way is it going to spin? But anyway, you know, we can only worry about ourselves. And so far, so good. But it is early, there's a long way to go.
A lot of talk about the centre-half who lined up against you today and him leaving the club, but what about the guy who replaced him in the team today?
Well, first of all, there's no judging from me. I treat all my players the same. Keno's absolutely fantastic for us in his learning, his development and his performances. Tarky's come in. I never had doubt in my mind that he'd come in and do well. I watched him train and be diligent and do all the things that good professionals do when they're not playing. I've got that with Kevin Long at the moment, who's sitting there waiting his time, but getting ready if he's ready. Charlie Taylor, I've spoken recently about, who was signed from Leeds. I think he's got a massive future. At the minute, I can't get him on the bench even because Wardy keeps going. But I think the way that we work, the way the culture is, but most of all, the way the players apply themselves is a constant improvement. And that's the stuff that people don't see. I absolutely buzz off that sort of stuff. You know, players who are thirsty to just keep going through whatever, and then when their chance comes, you're ready to deliver. And he's certainly delivering at the moment in Tarky, that is.
Look very disappointed with the decision not to give Scotty a penalty.
Well, I'm flummoxed by it, as you know. He gets I haven't seen it back. Let me make that clear. But it looks like he gets a nick, and if he doesn't get a nick and he's gone down, I think it's highly unlikely he didn't get some form of contact. Now, if it's not a penalty, I don't understand why he got booked. That's the only thing. Because Sigurdsson went down in the first half with no contact and didn't get booked. And by the way, I don't want to see players booked, but he went down with no contact and he didn't get booked. I'm not saying he dived, by the way, just in case anyone's thinking. I'm not. But the same kind of incidents. If there's no contact, fine, okay, but he's gone down. You don't need to book him, I didn't think. I haven't seen it back, but it looked like he just clipped the back of his heel, but say Louis. Okay, thanks everyone.